Marilyn Monroe was an American actress, comedienne, singer, and model. She became one of the world's most enduring iconic figures and is remembered both for her winsome embodiment of the Hollywood sex symbol and her tragic personal and professional struggles within the film industry. Her life and death are still the subjects of much controversy and speculation. She was born Norma Jean Mortensen at the Los Angeles County Hospital on June 1, 1926. Her mother Gladys Pearl Baker was a film cutter at Consolidated Film Industries. Marilyn's father's identity was never known. Because Gladys was mentally and financially unable to care for young Marilyn, Gladys placed her in the care of a foster family, the Bollenders. Although the Bollender family wanted to adopt Marilyn, Gladys was eventually able to stabilize her lifestyle and took Marilyn back in her care when Marilyn was 7 years old. However, shortly after regaining custody of Marilyn, Gladys had a complete mental breakdown and was diagnosed as a paranoid schizophrenic and was committed to a state mental hospital. Gladys spent the rest of her life going in and out of hospitals and rarely had contact with young Marilyn. Once Marilyn became an adult and celebrated as a film star, she paid a woman by the name of Inez Melson to look in on the institutionalized Gladys and give detailed reports of her progress. Gladys outlived her daughter, dying in 1984. Marilyn was then taken in by Gladys' best friend Grace Goddard, who, after a series of foster homes, placed Marilyn into the Los Angeles Orphans' Home in 1935. Marilyn was traumatized by her experience there despite the orphans' home being an adequate living facility. Grace Goddard eventually took Marilyn back to live with her in 1937, although this stay did not last long as Grace's husband began molesting Marilyn. Marilyn went to live with Grace's Aunt Anna after this incident, although due to Aunt Anna's advanced age she could not care properly for Marilyn. Marilyn once again for the third time had to return to live with the Goddards. The Goddards planned to relocate it and according to law, could not take Marilyn with them. She only had two choices: return to the orphanage or get married. Marilyn was only 16 years old. She decided to marry a neighborhood friend named James Doherty. He went into the military, she modeled, they divorced in 1946. She owned 400 books including Tolstoy, Whitman, Milton, listened to Beethoven records, studied acting at the Actors Lab in Hollywood, and took literature courses at UCLA downtown. 20th Century Fox gave her a contract but let it lapse a year later. In 1948, Columbia gave her a 6-month contract, turned her over to coach Natasha Lytess and featured her in the B-movie Ladies of the Chorus, 1948, in which she sang 3 numbers. Every Baby Needs a Da-Da Daddy, Anyone Can